Good afternoon, y'all. Today is November 9th, 2025, and I'm gonna go over Nasdaq's price action from this week. This week I was up 1.2K on my $50,000 funded account eval. Um, I just want to go over price action, basically just explaining the areas that I used and what price reacted off of and how price reacted off of it. So I'm gonna go over price action right now, starting with Monday from the beginning of this week, and then we'll go all the way till Friday, 7th. Let's get into it. So, first things first, coming to Monday, right? You want to mark out the daily quadrant levels wick of the wick from Friday, or the previous day, whatever it is. And you're gonna see me do that throughout the whole video. So today, Monday was a inner candle day. So basically, Monday decided to stay inside of the Friday's range. Basically, it's in simple terms. So we're gonna go down to the 1 hour, and we got market open right here on the 1 hour. This candle. So you can see previous Friday, or this is Thursday. Thursday comes down, takes all this sell side, um, leaves new week opening gap from that week open. So Monday, I'm expecting us to go into this range, Monday or Tuesday. So this week, I expected us to go down into this range. So I'm expecting sells, um, which looks great for 9 o'clock on Monday because we come up, sweep all this internal, stay inside this rejection block, and then come lower. And we stayed inside this fair value gap. You could say price reacted off this as well. Consequent encroachment comes lower, comes back up, taps it, and then moves lower. That's a higher time frame. I mean, honestly, I'm not even going to use it. So, got on the 5 minute, same area. Coming to the morning, price is very consolidative. Consolidating. Ha! JK Law. That's Friday. Um, so overnight, price slowly moves higher, creating a bunch of consolidation here before we ever move higher, taking out internal buy side right here, and then sweeps that high right here. Um, and then 9 o'clock we open bullish. Then 9:30 we come up, sweep this high again, sweep internal to the high. Plus we already swept all these highs, reacting off these fair value gaps in this order block. And then price starts to displace lower. Let's go in the 1 minute. This is it right here. This was a very volatile move just because of how low we wanted to be and how low we wanted to go, and the higher time frame wanted to go lower. So that means that the lower time frames are really going to start pushing. So right here, get a CISD below this low. We want to mark out first presented fair value gap as well, which would be 930 high or 930 fair value gap right here. See how that's used. And then you can also mark out this fair value gap as well. Just like that. Or yeah, just like that. So we don't use first presented fair value gaps and then on Monday. Not really. So price comes lower, gets below CASD, and then returns back into this consequent encroachment of the daily wick. That could be a possible entry for a short just because it comes back up into the order block that sent us lower, like the CASD, whatever you want to call it. Another good entry is 9 o'clock, had a massive move higher, created a pretty big and obvious fair value gap. Just like that. Price gets below it here and then taps back into it here. You can enter there. Also taps back into 0.25. and then rolls over again, taking out all of this sell side. This is obvious sell side just because of how smooth it is, and then you have relative equal lows down here, so that's something you want to see. You have relative equal lows with these lows as well. All of this is super smooth, super easy sell side, so you could target all the way down here, and price ends up just placing through and taking out all that sell side. One more thing you could mark out for like take profits and where you want to take your profits at. Top of this high, the manipulation leg. Mark out the whole manipulation leg. You put on standard deviation, which is -1, -2, and -2.5. And look at that. Uh, Price comes all the way down, taps -1, comes higher, pushes through, goes all the way down, sweeps out all this sell side. After the sell side is taken, price what? Comes all the way down to -2, sweeps that out, goes higher, rallies all the way up to -1 again, and then rolls back over, taking out all of this sell side down here, which is insane. Insane. Like that is an insane move. Showing how volatile we are to the downside. And this is just the beginning of the week. Um, After this, price comes up higher. You can like, I mean, if you know, obviously this is hindsight, but if you know that we're going lower and you see a move like this, you should expect it to be manipulation leg because we're so volatile to the upside, and there's no chance of us going all the way back up here. So what do? You look for the most internal high, fair value gap, just confluences. You could CSD right here and then or right here, retrace back to this fair value gap. That's another entry for shorts. It's that simple. Um, and then that's at 10:30 is when I'm off the charts. So of course 10:30 is when we get TP. Also something I like to point out this week that I kind of noticed, which I wouldn't like put emphasis on it, but it's something just like to notice. Um, it doesn't really happen today on this day, but normally 9:45 for like the 45-minute mark. If you go on the 5 minute, there's normally always a 5 minute retracement, or like not always. Like I said, you shouldn't put too much emphasis on it. But 10:45, come back down, retrace to go higher. Yes, it did get swept out because price wanted to. This was obvious. Not very efficient. So this is gonna get taken out. Price comes up, rejects off this rejection block. Forget about this. Comes lower, takes out this internal low inside of a fair value gap, meaning we just took out an intermediate low. Sweep that. Price likes to be volatile after that. You get above here, or honestly, you can enter here if you want. You can enter after we sweep this low, but wait till here because price comes back down into it. You can enter off that, go higher. Price moves higher, back into what? The daily wick that we marked out earlier, if you remember. Um, Price comes lower, yada yada. It doesn't matter. I'm not on the charts at this point, so it doesn't matter to me. So that's morning on Monday. Or that's just Monday. Let's just say that. This is gonna be a long video. I can already tell. Okay, go back to daily. We'll go for Tuesday now. Oh, okay. I don't know what that was. Anyways, Tuesdays. So we mark out the daily wick, quadrant levels. I didn't even mark this out. I don't even think there's gonna be a reason. The better thing to mark out, honestly, is this fair value gap. Because of the fact that um right here we just stayed outside of it. So we bounced into it, came here on the daily, and then came above. But from what we saw yesterday and the day before, we're bearish. Price wants to go lower. And that's exactly what happened on Tuesday because we want this opening range gap. This is the opening range gap that I was talking about. Um let's go to actually I don't know. I don't know about this. This is like a weird inefficiency, so it's like massive. Um, I'm just gonna go ahead and mark out. I'm just gonna mark out that high, but we didn't even touch that high, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, we didn't even go in that high, so I guess we're marking out this, but it's like a weird fair value gap because there's a volume imbalance here. There's a massive volume imbalance here. I think I'm just gonna do this like that. Bang. Just like that. Yep, that's how it's supposed to be. Perfect. Okay, go to 1 hour. Um, Price opens here at 9 a.m. So overnight, pretty volatile. Um, as you can see, we come all the way down into new week opening gap. Just tap it, and we start rejecting higher. Price comes into this 1 hour for rally gap, and then comes lower. We just y'all can peep Batman real quick. Batman just chilling in the window as I sit here, taking up, enjoying the nature. Love to see it. All right, it's just a 1 hour right here, and as you can see, price moved down and into the consequent encroachment of the fair value gap that I marked out, or the inefficiency. Price comes higher, taps 1 hour, then we start to roll over. Let's go to the 1 minute. 1 minute is my shit, by the way. But price is fractile, so you can get an entry wherever you want, to be honest. So, fun in the morning on Nasdaq. All right. Oh dang. Okay. So off morning rip, we tap into new week opening gap here, but then I think we come back down. I should have marked it out. Man, I should have marked it out. I don't even know if that's it, to be honest. Like I could be wrong. I mean, that's basically it. I think. All right, that's good enough for me. Now let's see what we're working with. All right, yeah. All right, bet. So that is new week opening gap. Cool. Cool. So right here, this is beautiful price action. Got two relative lows right here, internal lows as well. Buy side resting above, major down move, so we need a retracement, right? So we have a bunch of inefficient price. Price needs to go back to the price area so we can make the price more efficient. Comes down, sweeps out these lows, relative lows at 9:30. Basically 9:30 comes down, takes out those lows immediately. Right after that, price starts rallying. I'm waiting for candle close above this high. Bang, we get that. Look at this shit. You already see this happening. Double for value gap. Breakaway gap, fair value gap. You're using this fair value gap right here. And for y'all who know, ICT dropped some sauce the other day. Kind of going correlation with his first presented fair value gap. Price likes to use the fair value gap after that it has the opposite correlation of the first presented. So first presented would be this one, right? Honestly, you could argue and say this would be first presented if we were bearish, but we're not. So the opposite one of first presented, which would be a bullish candle in this case, would like to be used. But since we have a breakaway gap, that rule changes to the one above it. So price comes down, reacts off of consequent encroachment of this 1 minute fair value gap. Entry. Oh yeah, baby, we're targeting them highs. Hell yeah. We're targeting all these highs right here. I'm not even worried about everything up here. Everything up here is the 1 hour fair value gap. I can't. I mean, I could have targeted that. I probably would have at least had it in notations. But you can mark out um the manipulation leg. Do I still have a previous one? No, I don't. But you can see right here, manipulation leg. Price goes to -1. That's where I'm taking profits. To be honest, I can take profits. Well, to be honest, I probably would have taken profits at these highs right here, or these ones right here, and that's good because -1 is right there, and it's in that fair value gap. So that's a nice little TP right there. Then price goes in this 1 hour fair value gap, as you can see. Sweeps out this high, get a CISD right here, retracement into this fair value gap. This was a little trickier. I'm pretty sure there was SMT. ES ends up coming and taking out this high once again, creating this is the SMT high. So this would be the CISD here, and then we don't really get a retracement, to be honest. Unless you have like a different entry model, I'm not seeing a retracement. I wouldn't even interrupt that, to be honest. That's not even, I don't even want to say it would because it's horrendous. Um, to be honest, man, there's not much here. There's really not much here. Maybe on the 5 minute, we can look at the 5 minute. But there's not much there what I'm looking at. Sweep here on the 5 minute, right? It's even the same time. It's not even the same time frame. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's some bullshit. You get a CISD here. Like, this maybe is a retracement, 5 minute retracement right here at 11 o'clock. And then we roll over and then start taking out. We go back down for sell side. Fill in this opening range gap finally at 9 o'clock. So that's Tuesday. Jesus, it's already 16 minutes in. It's fine. It's fine. Ain't in a rush, right? Just here looking at price action before I go to work. Let's delete all this. So now, Wednesday, I'm gonna mark out this area right here, quadrant levels, and then we'll mark out this fair value gap, opening range gap, and then we're just gonna do the whole range because you can see it's reacting off of that right there. All right. So coming in the morning, we are actually in that wick range. Just perfect for us because we can use it to our advantage. So right here, price overnight comes down, takes out this sell side, probably reacting off of a higher time frame fair value gap here, and then starts pushing higher. Ending up taking out all of this buy side right here, plus this buy side right here. And entering this high time frame fair value gap. Basically, we're looking good for shorts coming into this area. But I'm not on the charts, so that's actually great because it's so ugly and choppy. Yeah, you can see Tuesday's pretty choppy. But if you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. So right here, price comes up, takes out all this buy side, and then like this internal buy side, and it just rolls over, taking out all of the sell side. After all this right here gets taken out, and we react off of this fair value gap right here, I'm expecting bias or bullish bias, basically bias. That's all I'm looking for. And our first presented fair value gap would be 934, right there, right. And then our second fair value gap would be the one right after, right there. So we get right here, we get a CSD here. Yeah. Price comes back down into this inverse and this fair value gap. We can take entries at either one, stop loss at the low. It's fair value gap low. I'll do right here. So, and we're in this opening range gap, bottom of it. So we tapped it out the side of it, came up, tapped it again, popped up higher. All right, but we're checking out all this buy side. All of this buy side. We're going to the moon. That's just because we literally took out all sell side, or all the sell side we wanted to take out for that day. So this is the low of the day, or this is the low of the day. After taking out this internal and going higher, then we come down, take internal again, go higher, push up, taking out all of this. See how smooth this is? Yeah, that needs to be taken out. Or at least, some of it needs to be taken out because this is disgusting. So price literally rallies up higher. Um, Again, we can do the standard deviation to see where I'll be taking profits on this trade. Um, Boom. So that's -1, -2, and -2.5, and that's beautiful right there, honestly. Um, and price rallies up, comes back down, takes out internal, reacts off a fair value gap. I'm guessing there's a 5-minute or 15-minute right here. We start pushing higher, take out this high, then we start chopping again around consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. Comes back down again, takes out internal, fair value gap, same shit every time. Um, Shit don't stink unless that shit smells good, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no sense. Anyways. And then price just starts rallying higher, really. And I'm not gonna do a whole analysis of this because this is not my session. But you can see what's happening. We can go on 15 minutes, see what's happening. Price comes up higher. Doesn't even take out buy side. I don't know if ES does. ES probably does, I'm guessing. We react off the same for rally gap right here. And then we start rolling over into Thursday. Oof. All right, we're going to mark out Thursday now. Oh, almost there. Almost there, y'all. And it's 21 minutes into this. We're good, actually. We're good on time. This Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Wednesday we came up, reversal day, per usual. Wednesdays are reversal days. And then Friday or Thursday we roll over. Friday we roll over, come back up. So Thursday, let's mark this out. Let's get our quadrant levels right there. Quadrant levels. Right there, right there. Thank you, sir. Good 1 minute. All right, there we go. Okay, so Wednesday or Thursday, we come up into Wednesdays in the consequent encroachment of Wednesday's premium wick quadrant levels. Consequent encroachment, 50%. Rollover. Price starts rolling over. I'm not. This is crazy right now. Like, if you're looking at this shit, you're like, wow, we're about to dump off. And that's exactly what happened. And that's exactly how I profited. Because we're dumping off before even market open. Like, this is insane. Market opens 9:30, continues to dump off. Like, there's not much change. But then you see the fucking light right there. You see that fucking light, boy. You see that fucking light right there. This is the light. Internal highs every fucking time. Internal relative highs. Nice. Also called turtle soup. Take out these highs into this fair value gap. Roll over here. That would be CASD. Come back up into this fair value gap right here. And then let's just do, a little standard deviation bullshit. See what's going on there. Standard deviation. So entries in this fair value gap. And to be honest, oh no, entries in this fair value gap. And then price just dumps, and look at that precision. Look at that precision. Price goes all the way down, not only to a random area, but to Wednesday's discount wick quadrant level consequent encroachment. Taps it, comes back up. That is not deficient. We come back down, sweep that bitch. Yes, sir. Come back up higher. Roll up all the way. Holy moly, we tap that thing with precision. And then we roll back over again because we're still bearish and we want to take out more sell side. And that's exactly what happened. That's an easy banger day, to be honest. Off morning rip, we're dumping. We're dumping. And like you can see this is violent. This is like not normal. All you gotta do is wait for a little retracement entry type shit, comes with practice. Uh but that's actually beautiful. I'm glad we're seeing this together because that is absolutely astonishing. Tap, sweep, tap, come back up, bang, and then we come up, take out all this outside. Bro, to this day was nuts because I could have had like a 1.5K day because I entered shorts on here and I was targeting these lows at first, right? But then I seen how fucking violent we were through them, and I was like, dude, I might actually want to take like at these lows, like I want to take off full position at these lows. But what happened was when I went to go do um my market buy, I wanted to market buy 10 right here. So I was in 15. I wanted to buy 10 right here. So then 10 of my contracts would be out. I would profit 10 cons worth of, you know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to do all five. The rest of the five I had either here or here, probably here because these are like higher time frame relative equal lows, debatably. But what happened was when I tried to do that, I pressed market by 10 instead of limit by 10. So as soon as I pressed that button, the 10 cons were already gone. And the five were just running. So then I just took a full profit at these lows just to like, save myself some breath, some stress. Um, and price just comes down after we take out all these lows, right? After we take out all these lows right here, price just gets super inefficient. We just start chopping. We just start chopping because we got nowhere else to go really. We're waiting for 12:30. 12:30 slide. We sweep out this internal low again. Wow, we're just sweeping out lows and going higher. Um, take out this high, this high, this high. Stop here. You really think we're gonna stop here and not take out these highs? Come on now. Right here. You should expect price to retrace. This is a deep retracement. This right here would definitely psych me out. I'm not even gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. Lie to you. This shit would psych me out. But that's why I don't trade this because it's a little scarier. So I just didn't like. I was on the charts, but I don't trade PM or nothing. So it ain't my specialty. You know what I'm saying? So let's go over to Friday. And so what you need to be expecting on Friday is since we have been dumping all week, basically, we should want to see a retracement, which is kind of what we get on Friday. But to be honest, I wasn't even in for the retracement. I got this short down because the retracement was in the PM. And as you know by this video, hopefully by now, I do not trade PM. It is just against like, I don't know, ain't my shit. Some shit stinks, mine doesn't. So, there's a reason for that. Anyways, just rambling and jambling. Um, oh no. Okay. So Friday, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. We're dumping. We're just continuously dumping. 8 o'clock, we got a retracement. So 9 o'clock, we're going to dump back off, which is pretty nice, actually. That's pretty beautiful. And market's about to open in like an hour. I don't know if it opens at 5 or 6, to be honest. I'm kind of just slow. I think it's 6. So an hour and a half, market's gonna open. All right. So coming to Friday, if we're gonna sell, you should have the lows marked out. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see what's going on internally. Sorry about that. I'm just ADHD and I've been sitting too long. So 9:30 open. Okay, let's look at this shit. So right here, sweep this high, start moving lower. Below this low, retracement higher. Price goes down, respects this fair value gap, this double fair value gap goes higher. It takes out this internal high right here that created relative equal highs, takes out that, pushes lower, sweeps out these internal, goes higher, um, barely sweeps that, and then we come lower, drop. Oh, that's why Friday was kind of odd, okay, because I was unbiased because we had all of this right here, right? And I was wanting to see this, to be honest. I was wanting to see this, but Price didn't want to see that. We get to move down here, right? Take out all this sell side. I'm like, dude, we might just take out sell side, go higher off here, because I was like, I wanted to see sell side first and then buy side, but no buy side was given because fuck that shit. I feel like there's got to be a daily wick in here. You can't just be blank space, right? I'm not marking that out. All right, whatever, whatever. We're gonna mark this out. I remember I did mark this out because it's important. It is important to see. Okay, look. So that's the fair value gap. You can see that, right? This is actually, yeah, this is good. This is what I used. I forgot about, but I remember now. So yeah, there we go. That's a lot. There we go. We got some price action here. So that's why. Price comes down. We chop around this area. We literally get below 0.5, and then we just start chopping. We just start chopping around here. Chop, chop, chop. Price finally gets below this low after reacting off of consequent encroachment. It comes back up. Also, one more thing ICT has said before is that when one of these daily quadrant levels are inside of a fair value gap and only touching that fair value gap, it's likely to be respected. So price comes up, taps this fair value gap. You could sell there if you want to. I wouldn't. Um, Price just starts rolling over. Doesn't really give an entry. Nothing really. 940. This shit's like ugly as hell. I mean, if you're looking at this, right? You're looking at this, and you're still looking at this. You're looking. There's no entry, right? There's no entry at all. If you're taking an entry there, trying to look for longs, you ain't even got a CSD. At least not until you don't. You don't get a CSD ever. So there's no reason for you to be taking longs, especially in this downwards price leg. Right here, we're so smooth through here. It's like so smooth and ugly and choppy. We want to be violent through there. So price gets up to uh, the bottom of this fair value gap, taps into this fair value gap, goes down, takes out sell side, comes back up, taps this fair value again. I'm surprised we didn't take out this internal, or did we? No, we created relative highs. Surprised we didn't take out the internal because it would have been a lot more obvious to the downside. Um, Price gets below here. You can retrace it back here into this fair value gap, and then price moves lower into this low. Oh, we already took out these lows, so it's like if you're targeting this low, go like good for you, I guess. Friday is just ugly, really. Like I can't even give a good analysis on it because it's so like random. Um, 9:30 candle. This is yeah. Honestly, I don't really have much to say about this other than this down move to like this um lower here. That's like basically it. Or if you're taking this short here, this is disgusting. You guys must have swept this right here because this is too smooth. Um, but yeah, price ends up selling off again. And honestly, I didn't mark. I haven't even looked at Friday's price action, so I'm gonna look at it right now. What I would like to do is mark out. Forget this fair value gap for now. Mark out this pretty big, obvious wick right here that we do end up going into, and take out that low. Let's go into that. So we go down and take out that low right here, and then price gets above it, reacts back down. It's fair value gap right here, and we start rallying higher. Um, I'm just not seeing too good of price action. That's why I'm kind of getting stuck with my words right now because it's kind of the shit looks ugly. You get CSD here, retracing into the this fair value gap, which is kind of random, and then You get above here, take out all this buy side, we come back down, retrace this fair value gap, or this inverse right here, if you want to say that, and start pumping higher back into this consequent encroachment of this wick. And price just starts pumping. It rejects all the way back up into that daily wick. And to be honest, for the next, see, that's a lot of points. That is a very scary Nasdaq. Um, 518 point liquidity sweep. That's insane. Um, yeah. In this week's price range is 1,500 points. That is also insane. Um, I wonder, man. I mean, I might just mark out this level for next week. Let it be the price range on it, because this is we're gonna be in this range. I feel like for a minute, because even here, I mean, I marked out the price range here as well, and then used it as price went higher. But we might be in this range for at least the next week. We're gonna be in this range, so I'm gonna be using this price range, be using these fair value gaps, these daily fair value gaps, these ones as well. And that's how I'm gonna navigate through the next week. It's a pretty long video, 36 minutes. I'm gonna cut it now. Uh, Not much to say. I hope you have a good trading week this week. I'm gonna be trading, trying to take 1 or 2 trades. Last week I took way too many trades, and I mean it worked, but monetarily, um, I know how to trade, and I know how to trade. I just have to pick and choose my fights, just so I don't have to take multiple trades. Just enter when I know I need to enter and put my stop loss where it needs to be. Put my take profit where it needs to be. That's it for today's video. If y'all found any of this insightful, leave a comment, let me know. If you agree with this, let me know. I don't need your validation. That's not what I'm saying. I just want to know if y'all are thinking the same things, looking at the same things I am, and making sure that y'all are looking at the right things. Because everything I highlighted in this video is the right things. You should be looking at these areas and you should have them marked out. I also use opening range gap, and I like to target like hourly fair value gaps, because hourly fair value gaps are pretty good area to target, because most of the times they are pretty far away from where price is at and are normally a location that price wants to go to a higher time frame. So that right there. Um, that's it for me today. I hope y'all had a great trading week, and God bless y'all for next week as well. Um, that's it for today. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you next week. But until then, peace.